Welcome YouTubers to another video on my channel. With 2019 coming to a close, I thought I'd do another top 10 statues I received in the year of 2019. I did a similar one in 2018, so I'm going to start from number 10, which is the MRC Vegeta life-size bust. This is something I never really planned to purchase, but then I got offered to get it early for, promotion review, and, I paid full price to get it, but I got it early, and I was so happy I did. The sheer size of this thing is just astonishing. Look at it next to that Predator, and that Predator is huge, and Vegeta dwarfs it. It's so incredibly cool and massive, and it really just is a showstopper in this room. It's like a centerpiece to this whole room because it's just so massive. It's bigger than 1-to-1, so... And it's a full bust as well. Like from behind, they didn't cut it off like most busts do. So you actually have the entire back hair and rear back, and the base is so freaking cool. So for me, this is number 10 as the 10th best statue I received in the year of 2019. Moving on to the next one. Coming in at number 9 is my life-size custom Raptor bust. I waited a while to get this, and it turned out just beautiful. I love the way that the guy did the base with the Raptor logo. The green leaves really, catch your eyes, and the paint job is just so realistic. Same with the eyes. Most people, when they come into my collection, this is one piece that really stands out, and they're like, holy cow. It has such great presence. It's like, 39 inches tall, and it's just a beautiful paint job and looks so realistic. So this comes in at number 9 of my top statues received in the year of 2019. Number 8 is Kong vs. Skullcrawler. I loved this ever since I first saw it at the con when they revealed it, and it really is just a beautiful statue. The base is so cool with the water effects splashing. Kong has realistic, like real fur, 3 switch out portraits. And then the skull crawler is just so detailed and cool looking. I love dioramas, and this one's massive. It doesn't look as big because it's next to the, Raptor bust, but if you don't look at it next to that, it really is a massive piece, and it's so freaking cool. I absolutely love it. And so this is number 8 on my list. Moving on to number 7, we're gonna go into the other statue room real quickly. And which one is it? Venom bust. Venom bust was something I fell in love with the moment they showed it off at the con. I think it's the best Venom sculpt I've ever seen for me, personally. I love the way they designed the eyes with that almost like foggy-ish look, the teeth, the tongue, the drool effect, the skin texture. This is just a knockout of the park for me. One of the best busts ever created by Sideshow Collectibles. So this is number 7. Let's go ahead and move on to number 6. Number 6 is gonna have to be the Mummy statue by Dream Figures. This statue really has just blown me away in the epicness of everything going on. The detailed base, the mummy himself, the pose, the scarabs, there's so much going on. This really is just one of the best 1/4 scale statues I've ever seen. I'm so incredibly happy to have it in my collection, and my brothers who came to my house yesterday and saw it, they agree this is one of the best statues I own. So for me, this is hands down one of the best 1/4 and one of the best statues I received this year. So he comes in at number 6. Let's move on to number 5. Number 5, Batman Justice League. For me, Batman, it's just a flawless statue in my opinion. I love all the Justice League statues, but Batman for me is just one that is like a flawless statue. It has the perfect pose, the perfect base, the perfect switch outs. It's a perfect, 1/3 Batman. It's the best Batman statue ever released in my opinion. I love how he's like on top of a rooftop with that giant skull. His outfit is so detailed, and he's so just buff and cool looking. That pose is so powerful and menacing. He has the switch out. You can either do a fist or the grappling gun, and then the unmasked portrait, and the detail is so good. It's really just a perfect statue, and I absolutely love it. So this comes in at number 4. Number 5. Number 4, Iron Studios Thanos 1/4. This was one statue, I'm not sure, if you've seen the video, then you'll know my excitement when I got this. Thanos to me is the ultimate villain. And Infinity War still stands the test to be one of my favorite movies of all time. You know, that and Endgame. And I just fell in love with Thanos, and Iron Suit has really knocked this statue out of the park. It comes with, you know, 2 switch out portraits, both look so good. The detail throughout the entire statue is phenomenal. You know, this has probably the best teeth of any smaller scaled statue I've ever seen. And I just love the, you know, powerful pose. The base looks awesome. It's huge, 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 huge for a 1/4 scale statue. It's just so incredible. And, you know, this for me is one of my favorite statues. I know some people prefer the Endgame design, but Infinity War is what made me fall in love with Thanos. So he comes in at number 4. Now to number 3. Number 3 on my list is PCS Goro 1/3. This for me, one of the main reasons I got into statue collecting was I watched the movie Mortal Kombat, the live action movie, and in it when they go to Outworld, there's a giant Goro statue in the background. And when I was a little kid, I always thought, man, I would love a massive Goro statue. I was such a fan of Mortal Kombat. And when PCS showed this off, I actually saw the prototype in WonderCon. I looked at it for hours and I just fell in love. And for me, it's just a absolutely amazing statue. One of my top 5 favorite statues of all time. You know, the base right down to the, you know, Goro's layer theme with the 3 skulls, the bones, the pose, the real fur, the real hair, everything about this. And it's Goro, probably Goro's best design, you know, detail wise. You know, I know a lot of people love the classic, but that's too simple. I like more modern, you know, detailed costume looks. So this was the best Goro look they could choose. And at 35 inches tall, it's such a beast of a statue. And just an absolute dream come true to have this in my collection. I love it to death. So this comes in number 3 best statues I received in 2019. On to number 2. Number 2 on the list is Dog Alien. This was the Christmas gift my wife got me. And I still remember seeing this in Tokyo Comic Con, it just blowing me away of how epic and cool and massive it is. And it just has one of the best sculpts and paints of a, you know, production piece I've ever seen. It is so incredibly cool, it's not even funny. You know, and the way I got this set up, I just love it with the alien egg, the face hugger. I got the matching, you know, extra heads with the plaques. It just looks so awesome in this spot, you know, right in front of Wolf, which is one of my favorite pieces. So this alien is just so incredibly detailed and cool. It's actually still in stock, so if you're looking for the best alien statue ever made, this is it. So this comes in at number 2 best statues I received in the year of 2019. And let's move to number 1. Number 1 has to be the life-size Pennywise silicone bust by Blue Box Hyper Studios with my custom base, the balloon, the, you know, everything I did to get this to where it is today. I'm so happy to own this piece. You know, Pennywise for me is the ultimate horror villain. I love Pennywise, his look, his personality, the way he transforms. He's just the coolest horror villain. And this bust, for me, is the best representation of Pennywise. You know, I haven't seen a better face sculpt out there of Pennywise than this one. It's so sinister looking, and the detail is just uncanny. It is so realistic. It really just blows your mind. When my brothers came to my collection, they agreed with me that everything I've said on how awesome this is 100% accurate. It's one of the best pieces I've seen, period. Not just in my collection, but in any collection I've ever seen. This is one of the best pieces ever created in the statue world. You know, it's the best piece I received in the year of 2019. So, you know, a lot of other, obviously, amazing statues I received this year. Some other honorable mentions I wish I could include on this list would have to be these 2. The Iron Spidey pair, the bust, the 1/4, the Black Panther, heck, the entire Justice League line. So many amazing statues I received. I think this was probably one of the best years ever for statue collecting. Just so many incredibly cool statues, and just absolutely loved it. So I'm gonna be making a video as well for the best upcoming statues I'll be receiving in 2020. Now, obviously it's not gonna be as big of a year because I am stopping, but I still got quite a few pieces that are coming that got delayed. And so I still have a lot of awesome statues coming next year. So let me know your thoughts. Was there one from, this list you didn't agree or you thought should have been on here? This is all personal preference. It's not all according to detail and, paint and design. This is just my personal preference of the ones that I enjoy the most that I received this year. Let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.